recording. Okay, everyone, welcome to the podcast I'm doing. I'm your host, Dog Boy. This is a Dog Talk podcast. Okay, guys, speed run your introductions.
Hi guys, I'm Aphrodite. Shout outs to the dog pod, and this feels familiar. I don't know why.
Yeah, maybe because
Yeah,
this
right.
maybe it feels familiar because
Oh
this is.
my god, I got AIDS.
Maybe this feels familiar because this is our second recording. Because on our first recording, I didn't have my mic on, so no one could hear me. Fun. Okay, Pi.
Yeah,
introduce-
Could we still be heard?
You guys
yeah,
could be
apparently.
heard. I could not. Pi, introduce
Which is
yourself.
kind of funny.
Hamburger. That's it. Just
Panna
get on
Cotta,
with the
introduce
movie.
yourself.
Hi, I'm Panna Cotta, and I seem to be having a very big instance of deja vu, when I'm saying these words.
know what you
I love. Oh, my mic's going out. My mic will do that sometimes, guys. Word of warning to all the audio viewers at home.
Yeah, none
Uh,
of
I'm a chronic Monster Energy addict. That's literally all you need to know about me.
Wow. Let's get on to our first topic of business. Panna Cotta, you recently went on a trip somewhere that I forgot.
Yeah. So, I did. So for all of you, for all of you, like, I guess, non-English people, I live in the north of the, it's a wonderful place where people really do sound like all the bits, like, genuinely.
Yeah, I
The
don't
bits that
think-
people do, like, actually, like, they might as well be real, guys.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
England
lie.
is a beautiful place from what you're saying, I guess.
Yeah, England is a very pretty place where, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty place unless you're in, like,
For
London.
the people.
Yeah, people do be people in England. And, yeah.
Sometimes.
In the north, yeah, and sometimes we do have a couple of like goblins who manage to like fucking make their way up, and those
I
tend to be like
see.
politicians. But like
Like the
we
king,
don't we ignore those. They're basically just like lesser
the
creatures
old-
anyway.
like the old king who literally looked like a goblin.
Which old king? Like how old are we
The
talking here?
king before the king you have now. The one that was
The Queen?
no, the king that was with Elizabeth, her husband.
That's
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Is
the
that
king
Prince
consort.
Philip?
that's the
not
king
the king.
console.
Is that
Yeah.
Prince
So
Philip?
like yeah,
Dog boy,
that's
the dog boy, they're not the king, they're the king
Yes.
consort.
Him, the dude who looked like a goblin, like he was dying from cancer. That dude.
Me and I am corpse
Yeah.
husband.
No, the dude who looked like the old grandma lady who was being pushed around in a wheelchair from SpongeBob.
Yeah, I know. Who you're talking
Yeah. So that was Philip.
Okay,
Anyway, we
Philip.
got this gang. Yeah, Philip. Like he died before the Queen did.
And what's Bro's relationship to the Queen? Just so that I
I-
am correct.
Like
about. They are husband and wife, and also cousins.
Yeah.
They're also cousins.
they are also cousins. Yes.
What in the
Wait a
Alabama?
minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Well, the average royal family moment. Honestly, most of them are like related. Can't lie.
Well, I would hope the royal family is related to each other. They're the royal
Wait,
family.
Why do you hope for that?
They're
what-
the royal family. They're a
what-
family. If you're not
what-
related to your family,
Oh, that's what. Okay, that's what I
Different
meant it more
kind
in
of
the.
relation.
Yeah, I meant
I'm
the more
not
kind of like
saying-
literal blood
I'm
relations.
not saying I hope the entire family is riddled with incest. If that's what you thought.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, well, that's not what I'm meaning. I don't want to be like
Okay.
sweet home.
Well, I mean,
Anyway.
yes, the family is a family.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but like,
Dog boy.
Yeah.
What's your favorite UK moment?
Oh, favorite UK moment. I have to. Okay, I have to find. I need to. Okay, I don't remember what it's called. I'm gonna do a quick Google search. Okay. I don't really have a favorite UK moment.
Dog boy, you can think about
Yeah.
it. Panic Cotta,
I
you should
don't-
continue.
Wait,
Sorry.
no. I don't have a favorite UK moment. Sorry.
yeah, the dog boy stop working.
Sorry, YouTube
We have to
people.
re-record
Oh,
again.
You can't say one thing.
I pray to
Okay.
God, that would be really funny.
Gamers, I don't have a favorite UK moment, but
Anyway,
but
continue.
September 8th, 2020.
York is
Yeah.
also
No.
a York from
True.
New York.
And you know what's funny about that, right?
I don't have a favorite UK
Hmm.
moment, but September 8th, 2022 was up there.
That's when the Queen died.
Yay!
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
true.
It's up
Did
there
you
for
do?
me. You know?
Why is it up there for you, Dog Boy? Dog Boy, what was so? Hang on, let me call my agent real quick. What was
Let's
what was
just
so what was so
say-
special
Let's
about the
just
Queen
say
dying?
on
Huh?
that day, I got very busy.
That sounds
Huh?
what the flying
What?
that oh dear.
I'm flying
You're so
bird.
right,
Let's
dog
just say
boy.
Oh dear.
there's not a sword right behind me for no reason.
Oh, you mean okay, right? Yeah,
Oh.
gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Number pizza.
And
Thank you.
for the audio listeners, there is actually a sword sitting right behind me. leaning up
Is
against
it?
the wall.
Is that? Is that the Master Sword? What is
It
that
is
actually?
Legend of Zelda.
I think it is the Master Sword.
It's a Legend of Zelda
Is that
Master
good?
Sword replica.
Oh, that's cool actually.
That's
Yeah.
the
How much did that
sword.
cost you?
I don't know. I got it for Christmas.
Uh,
Gee.
I see. Should I go back to the story? I feel like I'm getting sidetracked every 2 seconds. Anyway, right? Went up to York. York, very nice place. Pretty much one of the only touristy type places in the UK that's not like London.
Oh, York.
Yeah, York.
That's a copy of New York.
Yeah,
Not quite.
yeah, Dog Boy. York
You're
used to
right,
be the
actually.
capital of the UK until it got moved to Birmingham, and then it got moved to London.
Why?
Birmingham.
London.
So originally it was York because like back in the I guess back then it was way like less official, right? Because like I imagine like because of all like the shit going on with like British barons basically like running everything,
Yeah, and
like
the
Mm.
king.
the barons having a lot of power next to like the king.
Yeah,
Like they were like the next most powerful people.
Yeah,
Like
the
there was probably a lot of like
barons.
fractured there was probably a lot of like fractured groups throughout the UK, right? But
Right.
like
Wait, what? When was this?
the like kind of like core of the UK was based in York. This was
I
like
see.
yeah. It's probably moved around more, but the like moves that I know about were from like were from York to Birmingham, which happened during the Industrial Revolution because like Birmingham became like the what do you call it, the industrial like center of the UK,
Right.
as far as I know.
Yeah, that must have been a sad time in Parliament.
Yeah, fucking hell, they were all like
And
miserable.
what wonders it did the UK. What wonders.
Yep. And then they moved it to London after they realized that Birmingham was a shithole, presumably.
How long did it take?
Can
And
I
then
have a little
they,
word on
Wait,
this?
How long
yeah,
did it
okay,
take?
go on.
How long did it take them to realize that?
So this is a
Yes.
little bit different, but
Yeah.
it goes a bit further back. But this is something I learned semi recently. But back in the day, in Old Britannia, the Roman province, the Romans, their first settlement was in Colchester. I'm pretty sure that's in
Oh.
East Anglia, right?
Yeah, that is, yeah.
That was the original place. But then they got like raided by like some like Celtic guys and they like burned Colchester. So the Romans moved to Londinium, and then that eventually became London. So the capital would have been Colchester if they didn't
Interesting.
if they didn't blow up Colchester, which is kind of jokes.
So like, I didn't hear the full. Was like York all you went to? Did you go to other places?
It was mainly just York.
Okay,
So, like,
I was too busy.
York's still
Googling-
like
Yeah, sorry, I didn't hear a lot. I was busy googling when the queen died.
why do you need to know that?
Because I don't remember
you-
when she died. Is that something I'm supposed
But
to
Dogboy,
just
you said you were
remember?
getting, you said you were getting busy with the Queen, and you referred to the sword. I'm just saying, right? My agent on the end of the line is getting like getting a huge payday right now. Holy.
No, my
Anyway,
my FBI agent is working on taking out your agent.
it's like that like one game. What was that like one game called? Fuck. Shit. Was
I
it
don't
Spy
think-
Party? Do you
I
guys
don't
remember
think-
Spy Party?
I don't think there's a game.
No.
Spy Party.
Dogboy does. Dogboy does. Thank you, Dogboy.
I know
Coming in
I know
clutch.
Spy Party because of like Ludwig and
Mid.
J Slat.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
imagine
that
so.
one.
Yeah,
I know that.
it's the one where you like it's like a party game where you like you have to like
It-
it's kind of like the hit game that a small indie title that people probably haven't heard
It's
of called
like-
Among Us.
It's like the one
Well, like
game.
you have to
Among
do
Us?
tasks, but like
Like
you have to
a-
be secretive about the fact that you're doing tasks because otherwise a person who's like got a sniper rifle
It's
can
like-
just
It's like
shoot
you
ya.
don't know. It's like the one game where the Queen's death was alluded to.
yes, Dogboy. By the way, Dogboy, we are not beating the like Chuckle podcast clone allegations. Saying,
we
like,
really aren't. To be fair, I'm sorta.
Well,
That's
Dog Boy is encouraging it.
the
yeah,
Chuckle
Dogboy's like encouraging
To
this.
be fair, the
Dog
Chuckle
Boy's
Sandwich.
number one dream is to become Jaslat.
To be fair, the Chuckle Sandwich is the only podcast I've ever seen, so that's what I'm basing this off of. And to be fair,
Well, have you ever heard of the hit podcast? Well, there's their problem.
audio listeners, you guys aren't gonna like this, but YouTube listeners, look at this. Look at this. Tell me I do not look at least a little bit. Tell me this does not look at least a little bit like J Slat. Tell me.
So I think Jay Flat has like more hair on his like chin line,
Well,
which
yes,
you might grow. To be fair, you're still like 17.
but like
Um,
close to
his
Jay
munch-up's
Flat.
also a bit more like defined,
I'm
and
reaching.
Bro also doesn't wear glasses.
I'm reaching peak Slat clone vibes.
Oh,
Indeed,
no,
okay.
not the clones,
To
not
be
the
fair,
clones
Dog
again.
Boy does have pretty impressive facial hair.
This is true.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm not describing this for the audio listeners. You guys have to go to YouTube for this.
It's like a load of tufts around the side of his like head. Basically, imagine like just like a neck beard. And
No,
like
but that makes it
two
sound
big-
bad. That makes it sound bad.
That makes it sound bad. That makes it sound like the Reddit memes.
All in
wow.
favor.
Oh, God.
All in favor of kicking
There's like the
Panicotta off.
guy.
All in favor of kicking Panicotta
Oh,
off
seven
the
and lasted
podcast.
one
Say
episode.
I.
Moderate
rule all
Dog
of you.
Boy slander.
Bye
No,
bye,
no,
Panicotta.
Bye guys. Bye everyone.
gonna-
I'm gonna you.
Bye.
No,
Anyway,
Bye.
right. Should I
no.
should I continue? Should I
No!
at least we get
clicked- I clicked the button called disconnect and it doesn't disconnect Panicotta.
what does it do? Does it disconnect the recording again?
It's not doing anything. It's not even making
Dang,
me leave.
Panicotta
It
is
doesn't
so
matter.
strong.
I have diplomatic immunity. I'm oh, that would have been such a good segue into the next topic. Finish. Oh my god, that would have been such a good segue.
Wait, you know who doesn't have diplomatic immunity?
You mean does?
Who does? Someone.
Well,
Sam's
someone-
Undertale.
Someone specific. Did
Someone
which
specific.
segues into the next topic.
It does.
Have you guys heard the news? Half of you probably haven't because you're not in the good old US of the A. But have you guys,
Everybody has heard Dog Boy.
Everybody,
guys-
listen, Dogboy. I think everyone has heard, bro.
have you guys heard the news? The former president was shot in the ear.
Yes.
It's kind of jokes.
Yeah.
You seen the guy who shot him? He's like nerd emoji.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah, listen.
I think if they wanted him dead, they should have gotten Lee Harvey Oswald to do it.
Who?
Which, for those of you
Who?
who don't know,
I
that's
mean,
That's
the
the
dude.
guy who
was the plan.
assassinated Abraham Lincoln.
Right. Sorry,
No,
I'm not
that's
brushed
the
up on
dude
my.
who assassinated JFK. John Wilkes Booth killed Abraham Lincoln.
My bad. Why do they both have Booths in their name?
He would
Yeah,
have
like-
missed.
There's got to be a booth, I guess, to
There are
like
many people
assassinate a president.
who would.
That's
there are
what you
many
missed.
People who wouldn't have missed. Mr. Dad wouldn't have missed. Sniper from TF2 wouldn't have missed. I wouldn't have missed.
Dogboy, you definitely would have missed. Right, I'm
Dog
sorry, right,
Boy, what's
Dogboy.
Dog Boy? What's your opinions on the conspiracy theories that it was staged?
I don't think it was staged, because if it was staged, he would have been hit in like a better area if it was staged, and not just his ear. Because like if you get hit in the ear, that's like, oh, that's nothing. People can survive off of ear. People can be fine off of being shot in the ear. But if it was a conspiracy, he would have been shot in a more better looking place, like his hand or his shoulder,
Where's that,
or
like-
something like that.
where's that like one image of like the bell curve? Like you know the one I'm referring to. The guy on the left's like X thing is good, and the guy on the right is
Yeah.
like X thing is good. Yeah, no, but literally right now, that is like literally what Dogboy just said. For the like
What?
Dogboy, if they were aiming for the ear, chances are they were probably more, like lethal area.
Yeah, they were probably trying to
The
JK
head.
him.
They were probably aiming for the head. Which means that they were going to kill him if they hit
All
him.
I'm saying, they hired a bad shooter. Cause
Plus,
bro
well, I don't think they
shot.
hired any shooters. I think the guy.
Well, no. You see, bro shot his
I
gun.
think the guy legit just.
He shot 5 times.
I don't
and
think
only
bro's
one.
hired.
Bro shot 5 times. Only one bullet hit him. Only one bullet hit the target.
That doesn't surprise me honestly. The
That-
guy doesn't.
That's what
I mean, I don't know bro's
52
history with like. Yeah,
True.
I don't know bro's history of handling weapons, but
True.
I imagine bro was at a
Apparently, the
decent
guy
range.
was in a gun club.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Ah,
I
Maybe-
saw
how
something
far-
about that on Twitter.
Do we know
So
like
then
anything about like
maybe
the like?
If bro was in a club, maybe bro was a bit intoxicated, and maybe he was like, you know
Club
what?
does not mean like
Oh, that's not what
party
that
club.
means.
No, maybe he was intoxicated, and one of his friends was like, I bet you can't shoot. I bet you can't shoot the dude. And he's like, I'll take you up on
At the,
that.
yeah, at
bet.
the Trump rally. Yeah, the
I'll
club at
take
the
you
Trump
up on
rally.
that
Yeah.
bet. I'll prove you I
oh,
can.
yes, the club.
You know, maybe it was
Yeah,
just
um,
a bet. It's like, you can't do
so-
it. Yes, I can.
Yeah. To be fair, how do we know anything about like the ballistics of everything? Because like,
That's the one.
I imagine bro was pretty far away.
That's the one assassination attempt where I don't know the ballistics.
I'm guessing he was like in the crowd.
Because I know,
Yeah.
I know the entirety of the ballistics for the JFK one, but not him.
Well, yeah, at least the
I only know it because like
wasn't the theory about like the JFK bullet like updated recently? Or
well,
like
there's multiple theories. There's theories that he could have been assassinated by the CIA, the mafia, or some people in the other country. I forget what country it was.
oh.
But
I'm
there's
trying to, I feel
three
like you
theories.
just didn't
There
say
is
like
another theory.
countries.
There's another theory that
Like-
says all 3 of them could have been in on it together.
I see.
The guy who
hang
sniped
on.
was actually like a pretty skilled sniper.
Yeah, he was. This guy
Who was the
seemingly
skilled
less
sniper?
so.
The guy who killed JFK.
Oh my
Booth
gosh.
guy.
If they had. Oh my gosh. Another person who wouldn't have missed a shot. Widowmaker.
Sure.
Thank you, true,
Widowmaker
Dogboy.
from the hit
To
Overwatch.
be fair, they probably
Widowmaker
also
will.
went handling like
All I'm saying.
they probably also went handling like a handgun, which
Yeah,
is
but all I'm saying.
what
Widowmaker
Rahad,
would
right?
have missed.
okay. To be fair, I imagine so. I like my personal theory of the situation. Someone died, like one person died and 2 people got injured, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
More like
that's
the
just to me that it's like not staged because like they would have been more careful not to do that and have a massive like case
Exactly.
on their
They
hands.
would have been like.
Although,
only hit the
then again-
Only hit the former president.
Mm.
America.
Could I even go through? I don't actually like. I know that Trump has like some amount of diplomatic immunity for the term of his like for the election
Then again.
and beyond. I think.
Then again,
But, like-
JFK had diplomatic immunity, and that didn't stop him from dying to a headshot.
Did he?
He was the president.
What's bro gonna do?
But
Well, I
was
mean,
Broken
yeah,
into-
but like
That doesn't mean like
that
you
doesn't
can't
mean
take damage.
you
It's
can't
just
try
not
a
happening.
president.
No, I'm saying he had diplomatic immunity,
Is
but
bro
that
just
didn't.
gonna like
He
say,
had diplomatic
"Oh, you're
immunity,
gonna
but
kill
it
me.
didn't
You're just gonna
stop
get
people.
another body."
I'm just saying, he also had diplomatic immunity, and it didn't stop people from trying to kill him.
Right.
Dog.
Oh, no.
Yes, Aphrodite.
Oh,
Sorry,
Oh,
my
no.
headphones came out. Dog boy, I have a question. It's sort of relates.
Yeah, what's the question?
What do you think of this Supreme Court's decision to say that all presidents, if you're in office, you like, and you're the president, you have absolute immunity over anything, and you can't be tried for any crimes. What's your opinion on that? Because that happened recently.
Oh, people are. my hate what I say, but that's just. It's funny that they do that after the whole thing that's happening with Trump.
It was actually before it.
It was
Like a
actually
week before.
before. Yeah.
Oh, that's even
it-
more funny. They're doing it before all this stuff so we can get immunity.
Wait, that kind of
That's interesting.
leads into my personal theory about why the crime was committed, which was that like Trump got like that
Oh my
immunity,
gosh,
and
the shooter was Stormy.
What are you
What?
saying?
Okay,
Who?
Stormy. Okay.
who the fuck
Okay,
is
no, no,
that?
the thing is, Trump paid off a NSFW video star person to
What?
be all
Oh,
hush hush
no.
because he went all
Oh.
freaky with her.
Oh, right.
I'm saying
Okay.
that it
No.
was that person who tried to assassinate him because that idea is hilarious.
Okay, dog
That
boy.
literally isn't what happened though, which is why I was so confused.
It's not what happened, but
Like,
it's like obviously they weren't the shooter, but it's hilarious to just be like, what if? What if? It's hilarious, but like, what if?
Dog boy, what's your biggest what if?
My biggest what if? Oh, what if what if I had my mic on for the first recording? That's my biggest what if.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. If you could change one thing about anything ever, what would it be?
Having my mic on for the first recording.
No.
We talked
Actual
about some good
answer.
things. We talked about good things, and now it's all gone.
Oh guys, I'm trying to get you to talk about something engaging.
Okay, something good. If I could change anything in history, it would. What was the question you gave me originally?
What would you change? Just like anything.
Anything in history?
Anything at all. But it can only be one thing.
It can only be one thing. Okay, what would I change? You might want to come back to me on that one. I need time to think about it.
oh my god.
Can
I
I
bet
tell
you-
you mine?
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, let's hear yours,
Wait,
Aphrodite.
guys.
We're hearing Aphrodite's.
Okay.
One moment. What I would stop is that I would stop the burning of the Library of Alexandria.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Ooh,
That is a good
that's
one.
neat.
That's what I would
That's a good
stop
one.
because all that knowledge. That's like where most of the knowledge like ever was
Well,
in the ancient world.
mm,
And it all
well,
burnt
we
down.
don't know about that. We don't know about that. We don't know that's where most of the knowledge was.
It was like I'm
Um,
pretty sure it was
well,
estimated like a million
yeah.
like
No,
scriptures.
Stop.
Well,
Holy
no,
shit.
no. That's not what I
Oh my God.
think.
Oh,
I don't think that's where most of the ancient knowledge was located.
what?
Oh, the earliest surviving figure from the 3rd century BCE is reported at more than 200,000 books.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but we
A
don't
still
know.
a still higher estimate of 700,000 was reported.
We don't know
So
where
that's the high estimate. The high estimate is 700,000, and the low estimate is 200,000.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, but you have to understand, in a world without like the printing press, that is a lot of books. All of those are
True.
unique books.
True,
and
true.
scriptures.
Okay. That one's true. That one's true. Okay. Pie Panna Cotta, you guys want to go on this question?
Honestly, I feel like I want to explore the Alexandria thing more. Like, how much like do you think like history would have progressed faster, or like
Who knows?
more
I
if we
think
just
so.
kept it?
I
I think so too. Like, I don't know. I feel like we would have gotten to where we are now, maybe like differently, but like in a similar like
maybe like 200 years earlier.
Yeah.
yeah. and then we would probably holy shit, yeah, that would have a lot of knock
Okay,
wouldn't it?
I have my
Because
answer.
if you think about it, like the first like 1,000 years of like humanity was kind of like dull since well
Yeah.
like humanity has existed for like 200,000 years, right? Or is it 20,000 or is it 200,000?
200,000, I think.
Well, like the first like 19,000 years has been kind of dull. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Gamers, I have my answer.
Well, I mean,
What's your answer,
If I
dog
could
boy?
change
Answer.
if I could change anything about history, well, is it me going back in time?
just-
You can do stuff back in time, yes.
Assassinate and murder the dude who decided to name the Wii U the Wii U.
okay.
Okay, so dog boy, I have a hypothetical question. Right?
Yeah.
Hypothetical question. What if it's more than one person?
Mass genocide, baby.
I mean, you could just hire more assassins, multiple assassins to kill everyone on the
No, no.
design team for the
because
Wii U.
I'm the one going back in time. I have to be the one to kill them.
So you have to be the one to. So you're gonna go on. So you're gonna go to Japan, right? Which
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Actually, it might have even. It probably wasn't even in Japan, right? They probably like named it that in like
Probably.
They probably named it like there like maybe in like America or it's like I imagine like
Yeah.
was it called the Wii U in Japan?
I'd assume. Well, it was
It
called the
it was
Wii
called
in
the Wii U in
Japan.
Japan because the Wii was called the Wii in Japan.
Honestly, I feel like the Wii U is a much better name in Japanese.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Like
It was a much better Japanese name rather than American.
Like,
yeah,
I-
yeah, it is.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
I think just I would kill the people responsible for coming up and making the name Wii U go through and like being like that's what it's called. All those people are responsible for that.
So
get
you're
rid of
gonna.
them.
So I'm
Like
just
that.
saying it was probably someone on the design team,
Yeah,
which
'cause-
means that like we don't know who.
Yeah, but like I feel
It's
like
never gonna-
if the Wii U wasn't named the Wii U, it would have done a little better. Cause like most of the third-party games, they still had other issues. But if it wasn't named
Okay.
the Wii U, it would have done a little better.
Dog boy, I have an interesting like forward thinking. I'm thinking a few, right?
Yeah.
So you kill. I'm assuming everyone on the Wii U design, assuming that it was a collective decision, right?
Yeah.
The Wii U doesn't not like now the Wii U doesn't come out ever because
Well-
the design team are dead.
No.
So unless they already finished the design,
They get a new design
Like-
team. They get a new
Now
design
what
team.
to do.
okay, right? They get a new design team
And
after
then
you kill the previous
When
one.
they come out with the Wii U is now better because it has better designs because they got different people to design the Wii U.
In my opinion, I think if it was called something different, it would have smoked at least the Xbox One. I think
All
it
I'm
would have sold
saying-
better than at
all I'm
least the
saying-
Xbox One.
They
Ooh,
should have
that's
just called it the Wii 2.
I mean, okay, if I'm getting this wrong, please correct me. But doesn't Nintendo just absolutely smoke Xbox? Like
Now
what-
Japan?
Nowadays they do
In Japan.
yeah.
because
Well,
Xbox
I think
currently right now.
I think the original Xbox and the Xbox One sold more than the respective Nintendo
Because I
console
think
at the time.
nowadays they do because currently right now
I'm not
Xbox is
sure.
at the bottom. It definitely goes Xbox, Nintendo, then Sony. Because no, Xbox is at the bottom because they're literally Xbox is having issues. Like most of their games kind of suck nowadays. And they don't really have that many good first party games anymore.
Most of their consoles are like way too big. my
Yeah,
opinion.
and too expensive to be fair. But then
I'd
again,
agree with that.
it kind of has to be that expensive with all the technology you cram into it. But I mean, at least it's not like the PS4 controller where they cram literally everything they can into it. I mean,
You
the
mean the
PS5.
PS5?
The PS5 controller. Have I
The
been
PS5
saying-
controller is like
have I-
insane though.
Have I been saying PS4?
It is insane. How much?
Like-
Let me see how much one costs
It's
compared
like-
to an Xbox.
I think it's the same price, which like now, which is kind of jokes considering how like shit and how little the Xbox like
Wow.
screenshot can do in comparison.
So it's going for about £55. Let me see Xbox.
I think an Xbox one's about 50, so it's only £5 more, and you
Okay,
get
let me
like you get
see.
gyro, which is really
Um,
cool actually.
I see. I'm an Xbox wireless. It's about 45, so it's like £10 less.
Interesting.
That's like-
interesting.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'd-
Oh my
I'd say
god,
that's worth
why
it.
does it cost so much?
I'd say that's worth it.
That's like the basic Xbox. Panic Hut. Have you seen some of the high-end Xbox controllers?
Oh fucking hell yeah!
And that
How-
Xbox,
Oh
it's
my
like the
God.
Xbox Elite.
How expensive do they get?
And it's like £150.
Okay,
Why can't like
150 pounds. Put that in freedom units.
It's like
That's like
maybe like 170, 80.
yeah, $170,
that's
$80.
crazy?
Over
No, I would
$100?
never buy a
That's
controller.
That's way too much money for one controller.
Bro.
I don't know if you heard
Bro.
400 there. It's not what you said 400.
Like,
We
okay,
said
the
like
Pro controller
I said
already
100.
costs like way too
100.
much.
Yeah, it was 180,
I'm not-
dog boy.
I said 100.
I'm not buying a,
Well, yeah,
pro,
but
a controller
To be
for
fair,
$200.
any controller,
stupid.
yeah,
any controller that costs more than a Switch Pro controller, which is $70, any controller that costs more than that, not
The Pro-
worth
The
it.
Switch Pro controller already
be
costs way
fair,
too much. As
like-
is.
Yeah, exactly.
to be fair, I feel like if I'm paying that much for a controller, I'd want to get it like I'd pay that much for a person like modded controller, because that's like what a lot of that's what a lot of fighting game players do. They get they pay like people to either mod and build from the ground
Like,
up controllers for them,
Fight stick.
or like fight sticks, yeah. Or
I'm-
they like make them, or like buy all the parts and make them themselves, and that's like actually super cool
Like,
to me.
I'm sorry,
I love
if-
the concept
If my
of that.
controller costs $180, it better be solid gold.
It's not solid gold, it's just a bit shit, to be honest. Do you
Yeah,
know what the worst part about it is, to
Yeah.
me? The battery in that thing is gonna die in like a couple of years, and they're probably not gonna be able to replace it. Like,
That's true. That's
Are we
true.
talking about the Pro
which is
controller
kind of
or-
jokes. Like, I don't know.
Speaking of controllers, in my opinion, the Switch Pro controller is the greatest controller ever made.
Yeah. Well, no,
It's definitely
no.
good.
I raise
It's
you.
definitely-
I hear your
I definitely
opinion.
like it.
Well, I hear your opinion, Aphrodite. I raise you the GameCube controller.
I did it.
Ah.
Bad. Good for one game. Get for
Ooh.
real.
Ooh. Woohoo.
It's okay. It's
No,
apparently
I
okay for Mario
raise you-
Kart as well, to be from what I've
I
heard.
raise you. I
Because
raise you the Sega Saturn controller.
Grow up.
grow
Grow
up.
up. Grow up.
What controller
Grow
did I
up.
use?
Oh, come on. It's not
Sega
that
Saturn
bad.
controller.
The
Okay,
Sega
right.
Saturn.
It's not.
Oh,
Do you wanna-
pie. Oh.
Do you want to know what the most do you want?
pie.
Do you want to know what the most comfortable controller I've ever held was?
Yeah.
Actually,
Wow.
the
What?
not the Master System, the Mega
Genesis?
Drive controller. The Mega Drive controller
Ooh.
is so comfortable to me.
Oh,
I don't
you
know why.
mean-
I can't describe
Oh,
it.
you mean
The
Genesis?
Sega Mega Drive.
Genesis.
Yeah, Sega Genesis. Yeah, I
that's
forget.
why it was called
I-
an
I
American.
forgot-
Everywhere
yeah,
else
I
was
forget you
Mega
like
Drive.
Americans have a different like
Yeah.
Mega.
Oh,
Sega
I don't
okay.
like
Genesis.
this. That controller looks weird. I don't.
It
It
does
actually
look weird.
it looks so weird, right? But I like played with it for like a
It's
solid like
weird,
2
and to
hours
be
at like
fair,
a
If you flip the controller over, yes, you do get a soap dish, but it's
Yeah,
it's
but,
at
like-
least comfortable to hold it, which is more than we could say for like Nintendo's controllers back in that time period.
well,
Specifically the NES controller. That is uncomfortable to hold for long periods of time. 'Cause, like the
That
edges
is
will,
a
the
block. That
corners,
is a brick.
the corners will dig into your skin.
I mean,
Okay, but legit, I think it's definitely a good controller for playing like Super Mario.
Yeah, it's a
well, yeah,
fun-
but then they just made a better
Wow.
one.
It's a
like,
phenomenal controller, but I think it's a little better on the second model of the NES. It's not fixed because the
Oh,
buttons.
Dogbone.
'cause the-
Dogbone controller.
Because
Wait,
the
you guys
bu-
talking about the SNES controller?
No, NES.
No, the NES.
No, yeah.
Oh,
Because
the NES sucks.
Dogboy looking at the camera now, right now, like What did you just say to me?
So
It
next
was, it was,
topic.
it was
topic.
literally
Remake.
made to suck.
Next topic. Have you guys heard Nintendo's coming out with an M-rated horror game?
Really? I've
Yes.
never heard of
I've never
this.
heard that in my. We've not had this talk before.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
For context, this was the part that Dogboy.
This was the
Like,
very
cut out.
first. This was the very first thing we talked about in the first recording. So,
Mm.
Ah,
I have not seen the trailer for the game because, surprise, surprise, it's age restricted. Yeah.
For context,
Well,
everyone,
guys-
Dogboy is
Really gonna call it
17
trailer.
and
It's
can't
just
find
one
it on
guy.
Twitter or
It's
anything.
very-
Do you guys
It's just a
think it's
guy.
going to be a Radiant Evil? Radiant. What's the
Resident.
game called?
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. Resident Evil type
Evil.
game.
Radiant Evil goes fucking crazy.
Ah,
holy
yes.
shit.
That is so
Radiant
much cooler than Resident.
Radiant. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It sounds like it. Wrong.
Oh my
Shoot 'em
gosh.
up. It
Have
sounds
you
like a shooting
Have
game.
you guys heard they made a Radiant Evil 4 remake for PS5?
That sounds fucking fire. I'd play a
It
game for
actually
Radiant
does.
Evil.
I would like Radiant Evil for a horror game. That's a sick name, Radiant Evil.
Yeah.
Radiant
so
Evil sounds like a Dark Souls like boss title. Like not like the name, but like the title that goes after it.
Yes.
Like they usually have like the Thousand Flames or the Bull Crusher
Like,
or whatever the fuck they have.
the
in Dark
th-
Souls. I've played
like
it in a while.
the Thousand Flame Soul Sucker, aka
Yeah.
the Radiant
Thousand
Evil.
Flames Soul Sucker. Radiant Evil.
Bro, it's gonna be so distracting. Actually, putting gifs in the fucking chat box, that's a good thing to do next time. It's like it's like having the it's like having Subway gameplay.
It's called we're
Video
entertaining the
videos.
YouTube audience.
Yeah.
That's how we
With,
entertain the YouTubers. You know, when the audio listeners are being entertained by the main focus, the YouTube people have to be entertained by something a little slightly different.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's
Yeah.
by Pi posting memes in chat.
Yeah.
And that's just what Pi's been doing this entire podcast. They didn't do this as much in the first recording, but now they are now.
Dog boy, can you just get the stock Minecraft gameplay that's in the YouTube shorts? Just get an hour footage of those and then just overlay our audio with that as the footage and put a gradient over it. Blur it so that you can it's still very clearly made out, but you can it's slightly blurred, and then have subtitles spoken out by chat to speech bot, and just remove all of our voices and just have a chat to speech bot do it.
So what you're saying is text to speech over Minecraft parkour.
Yeah. Good idea, no?
Maybe for the YouTube shorts.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's a shorts thing if we have any
Yeah,
any funny haha.
This guy.
Any funny haha, funny hee hees,
Yeah.
and the ho hos.
But no, yeah.
But yeah, the horror game thing. That's made me. The horror game thing has made me realize that the dude that they shown there with the bag on his head, that dude is more likely to get into Smash Bros. Than actual characters we want to get in, badly.
That's actually a
Dog
good
boy,
discussion.
give me a character that you want badly into Smash Bros.
Only two ones I've wanted have already gotten in.
Well, then,
Do
then
you
give
have
me a
another
diff-
one?
Steve and Sora, they're already in the game. I have no other characters I want in the game. I think the roster is perfect.
Oh yeah.
That's fine.
But
Yeah.
I do think that I just think it's crazy that Mr. Paper Bag Man, who's been bullied at lunch, they took his lunch and put his paper bag on his head. He has a better shot of getting into Smash Bros than Rayman does.
Rayman is
Wow.
Which is
bad.
crazy.
Wow.
That is actually quite a hot take.
To be fair, that's
Like,
the That's
Okay,
like the one
Legends is
thing.
I
actually not
played
that
I
bad for
played
games.
I played Rayman Legends on my tablet, and I was
Aphrodite,
bad at it.
to be fair, that's the
On your
one.
tablet.
That's
On
the
your
one.
tablet it was bad.
Aphrodite, to be
Like
fair,
nobody played games on your tablet.
Aphrodite, to be fair, that's the one thing you've said
And
so
if you
far that I
do,
actually
you're
agree
not
with.
real.
Okay,
Thank
Like,
you,
really?
Doug.
I'm confused. I don't know. Have we done the funny question?
The funny
We're
question.
not.
We're
We're
not
not.
doing the
doing
funny
the funny
question.
Did we
We
do
do
the
not-
funny
we-
question in this recording?
Let's not.
No.
No, no, no. We
I'm
don't.
not
No,
doing it.
I'm tired of the
No.
funny goddamn
Fine.
question,
I'll
bro.
save it for episode 2, bozo.
Thank you, Dog Boy, for sparing us a repeat of the question.
My answer was 5 for it.
My answer was like creative, at
Okay,
least, because
better
I've
question.
been asked
Sorry,
this
guys,
question
it's
too
I
much.
found an even a better question. Okay,
Okay.
if you guys had a genie and you could make a limit of only 3 wishes, what would be your top 3 wishes to wish for from a genie? Aphrodite,
I
you're
would
going.
wish
Aphrodite, you're going first.
that.
You're the first one to make a sound.
Farewell. My first wish is that um okay, no, I got it. My first wish is that I never have to sleep again. I can sleep if I want, but I don't have to. Sleeping
that's
is
fair.
an option, and I don't have
Good
to
one.
die from it.
Good one.
Secondly,
I mean, you can't die from
I
lack of
would-
sleep. You can feel bad, but you can't die from it.
yes, you can. You can die from a lack of sleep.
I'm gonna try it
Yeah.
out.
Dog Boy.
Um,
Okay.
so basically, just never feel
Oh.
tired. But I can go to sleep on command if I want.
Yeah.
Secondly, I would want to never be like like, oh god, I always want to like be able to improve at something and never hit a wall. Like I would improve at stuff at a continuous rate.
So, like, what if,
That would
for the second one, what if you become the best anyone could possibly be at something? Do you still want to improve? Because, like, that would be impossible.
Well, yeah, no,
Yeah.
that doesn't, yeah, the wish is that literally doesn't exist.
Okay, what's your third wish?
yeah,
That's
I
a
did.
concept.
What's wish numero trace?
I think that being able to influence people's decisions.
Yeah. Okay, I noticed how last time we spoke on this, you said the ability to have like a customization UI pop up and be able to customize yourself at any time, no matter what. You're dropping that.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I actually do like that one.
So is that gonna be your number 3 instead?
That'll be my number 2.
Okay. I've definitely got mine. Number 3.
Okay.
My third most wish I'm gonna wish for is definitely the ability to like customize my appearance and change my gender at will.
Goat?
Number 2,
Alright,
I
guys.
think number 2 is
Okay.
definitely gonna be the ability to be able to do things for a long period of time without getting bored or tired or like I want this to end. Because there are so many things I want to do that would take a long time that like I just get bored at some point. I'm like, I'll do this some other time. And like I have to keep studying
is-
over because of it. Like I
This
never
is
get
in
through.
relation to Hollow Knight, by the way.
Oh, it's not just Hollow Knight, it's multiple things. But my number 1, my most favorite wish I would ask for every single time, the ability to be able to point at someone and be like, shit your pants. And then instantly they violently poop themselves on the spot without warning. They violently poop their pants on the spot.
It's kind of similar to like
And
it's kind of similar to Afs, right? Because like it's like Aphrodite said like, what do you call it? Being able
Influence.
to influence people. That's
It
like
would be the rich and powerful
Yeah,
that I
listen,
would
I don't want
influence.
to influence people. I just want to use it for my own self-gain and amusement at the fact of, like, I don't like this person. They're not going to like what's in their pants.
I see.
You know, it's like, say I'm being held at gunpoint. I'll be like, these dudes like, give me your money now, or I'll shoot you. I'll be like, no, you're gonna want to find a bathroom, but I point at him. It's too late. The floodgates have been opened. You know.
I don't know how the word floodgates in like relation to
Panic.
like
Pie,
Holy
don't bring
shit.
up competitive shitting, okay?
Panic Carter, what would you do?
what I do. Um, that's a very good question, actually. Um, so like you all have already said some really good ones to be fair. I'm like
Nias,
the ones that I'd like usually say.
Nias,
So I'm
come.
like, oh, you better,
No, no
better go maybe.
copying. No
Can I
No
come
copying.
back?
copying. Yeah, no, I've gotta go.
Do you need us to come back to you?
You can come back to me, although I feel like you can give me a second.
Feisty.
Yeah, Pie. What's your
oh,
three
no,
wishes?
no, please, just wait for Pan.
Oh my god.
Let's okay, alright, Pie. Alright, Pie. I'll chip in. So like I guess like my first wish would be that I'd want like in general, like collectively the like this is a really vague wish, but it's something that I think could like genuinely really help like
Yeah.
humanity in the future. I want people to like, I guess, um how do I phrase this? Shit. It's like I want people to be a lot more like aware of like the ways in which like I guess things like big things like societies like impact them and like be
Interesting.
made more aware of like what they can do to mitigate that.
Interesting.
Because I think like a big source of like like unhappiness for like most people like nowadays is that they don't really feel like they ever have like a place. They either like don't know about societal issues and they remain ignorant of the ways that like think like the world works, or if they are aware and feel hopeless against it. And neither of those two things, in my opinion, are very good because it means that nothing ever really gets done. And so long as we're still like that, I guess,
Makes sense.
um, everything's just gonna keep like getting infinitely worse, even if we make it so things can get better in the future. So what I do is I make like more people think like that, and then hopefully with enough people like thinking in that like kind of like headspace, people lead not only better and healthier lives, but
Yeah.
just like I don't know.
Okay, and what's wish?
My actually my number two wish is I want to go back to fucking oh my god like I want to go back right to fucking right. This is I'm gonna go on a bit of a ramble here about my about like a fucking autistic hyperfixation.
Oh my gosh.
One of
Okay.
mine.
When you're done, I have one of my wishes I want to change. When you're done.
All right, all right. I want to go back to 1916's America, right? And
Yeah.
I want to go up to Henry Ford, right? And I just want to show him what happens if like he may like he like if it like
If
if
he
we
makes-
don't like regulate like fucking cars enough, bro.
Bro
Like
makes his call.
I'm just saying, right? I'm a train-pilled girly, right? I love trains
Yeah.
like a lot. I think they're like the like not only are they cool and like just amazing in general, but I genuinely think they are like the most balanced and best form of transportation in like the world like that exists.
Okay.
They don't get better than trains in my
They're
opinion.
definitely better than airplanes. I'll say that. And they're better than most modes of transportation by air. They're better than all of them.
Yeah, well,
But that's
air's
probably
really uncomfortable.
that's probably just like my fear of heights talking.
Yeah. Do you like flying?
I don't. The only time I flew was when I was like and I got sick on the flight and I threw up. So my experience with flying has been
That's right.
bad.
To be fair, that's fine because like I'm not gonna lie, flying is extremely. I don't know if like any of you all have any like bad experience with flying, but like even in general, even if nothing happens, it's just not a comfortable experience. But that's because like that's kind of like limited by the fact that like unless you're like you have to fit a certain amount of people on like a commercial airline, right?
Right.
So you've got to like, what do you call it? You've got to like make it like pack a lot of people into a very tight space, and flights can go on for a long time, and they're also limited by the fact that it's a plane. You've got to be able to make it fly, due to like with like aerodynamics. So like, it's got those limiting factors affecting the amount of space that you can have, and it's just really uncomfortable. Um, especially when there's like trains can be just as fast, if not like even like modern trains like nowadays are like just as fast, if not faster than planes, like in terms of like traveling speed.
Yeah.
I am of the personal opinion that if cars were not so like readily made and were maybe like regulated more efficiently when they were first coming out, we'd have a lot more like balanced transport in
I mean,
countries like
to be
America.
fair, when cars were first coming out, it was definitely like only the rich people could have them. It's like the common people,
Yeah.
definitely not everyone. When cars were first coming out, not everyone had cars. You know, like if you go
For the
back,
first 3 years.
if you go back to
years.
like 1920s or like any time before that when cars were made, there were so many more people as compared to today. So many more people walking places and biking places. So many more people doing
Yeah.
those things.
But like, yeah, not to turn this podcast into an urban planning podcast, but like,
we're gonna do some urban
um,
planning afterwards. That's what we're gonna do.
yeah.
We're gonna plan.
The
some
reason why that
urns.
is, Dogboy, the reason why that is because all of the streets and shit that people used to walk and bike on
True.
bulldozed
To be
so they could
fair-
fit cars.
To be fair, there were definitely more streets. Because, like, if you compare places like old New York to current day New York, there were so many more streets and sidewalks like that where
Yeah,
people
yeah,
could do
yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I bring up something?
Sure.
Yeah, you can. Sure.
This is something I read about like a bit ago, but in France, when they were like changing all cars, there's like people weren't really buying getting cars or whatever, and there was this little tire company called Michelin,
Michelin.
France.
Like the Michelin.
and they were
Man.
like, and we were like, and they were like, oh my god, we need people to buy our tires.
Mhm.
So they went around all of France and like all the restaurants, they did the Michelin star system, so that people would drive in their cars and have to buy their tires.
Makes
So
sense.
the whole point of the Michelin stars was to give people places to drive.
Okay, so like,
That's why the Michelin star system was
yeah.
made.
Like, Panna Cotta, what's your third wish?
My third wish.
You've done two of them so far.
Yeah, and if I'm not doing any repeat wishes
Yeah, can't be ones anyone
that
else
people have
did.
already said, you know, keep it unique. Funny now, like, I was about to say one, which I don't know. You guys might feel different. I'll put it in, but I'm not actually. I don't actually want this one.
Yeah.
Knowing whether or not there's an afterlife would be interesting, but like, I feel like for me, I don't care enough about it to like
Yeah.
waste a wish on it. You know,
No.
like
Your wish could be to make one if you wanted.
that's true. Actually, I could make an afterlife.
Okay, I'm changing my third wish. I'm swapping it out from the one where I'm like, I want to be able to do long tasks without getting bored. I'm changing it to, my third most wish I would ask for is gonna be that for like just me and my friends to be able to just like live together, because that sounds cool.
Oh, that's sweet.
That is sweet.
Yeah,
That's
it
very
would
sweet,
be
actually.
cool, and it would eliminate those times where like I like have the earth, like I want to hang out with them, but like, I can't. It would eliminate that issue. Well, it would just eliminate it. And
It would be in your
cool.
house, dog boy. Dog boy,
Yeah,
if you could have
it'd be cool.
10 people in your house, including yourself, so you're one, who would the other 9 people be?
Who's in the
Oh,
dog
like
nation?
out of our friend group of like JSMP people.
If you want to include other people, you just say like an IRL.
Okay, I've said this before. I'll say it again. You guys know I don't know. I have no IRL friends at all. All my friends are cherry
It's okay, neither do I. Neither do I.
It would be
I have a few.
10 people.
Oh my
it,
god.
it's definitely not gonna be 10.
And one of them is you.
It
One
might
of
not
them
be
is
10
you.
people, but one of them is me. Me. Aphrodite, you. Panna Cotta. Pie. Viewers, you're not gonna know these people unless you've seen my streams. Gel. Definitely. Definitely not Gremlin. Pokey. Aqua. Bomb. That leaves 2 people. I think maybe like this is a toughie. Who would those 2 people be? Well, definitely not Callow. You viewers, you aren't gonna know why.
Oh yeah.
Not Callow, cause Callow's tanked his image.
Cal's you're up.
Callow
Yeah,
is
yeah,
this-
yeah, yeah.
okay.
Colors.
Let's explain. Callow has started simping over Down Under Diva, a character who looks like the default texture on Unity, and they're from Super Monkey Ball. Definitely not Primal. Okay, I'll say Mew. And
They
then
still,
for the final person, I have to say, do I have to know the person?
By the way, YouTube viewers, this
No.
is Down the Diva.
I don't have to know the person. YouTube viewers, that is, yeah, Down the Diva, that's the character. So, in the comments, can we
Personally, I don't
get
know.
some El Callo and Bozo Callo?
Personally,
That's
I
fine.
have no opinion.
Now,
I can't make a call on that.
I definitely think for the final person, I'm thinking maybe Bran. Because I was gonna say Gremlin,
Bran.
but
Oh,
we don't
okay.
need 2 of me.
That's true.
Okay, now let's go around. Let's
Okay.
go around the circle and share our answers on this question. Aphrodite, you go. I'm interested.
Oh, the
in
10
hearing.
people I would pick.
Yeah, if you could live with 10 people, who would you live with?
Myself, Gel, Peisty, Panna Cotta, Dog Boy, Mew. How many does that leave me with? 3, 4?
I don't know. I would just like to say this. I like to say this. I have time. You are not allowed to say your mom.
I wasn't going to.
That
Um,
wasn't for
Your
you.
dad.
That wasn't for you. It was for the person directly below me.
Yeah, kind of caught up. You can't say your mom.
I'm going to say that I have 4 more people left. I didn't count, but I'm just going to say I do.
Okay.
I would pick Karu, Crow,
Oh.
Mary,
I would be saying
and
Karu.
one more. One more.
Karu's the main.
I would pick Milo.
But,
I
like,
would pick Milo.
Wait, you don't understand. Karu's main thing is simping over characters, specifically Mario's Gyat. That's
That
like
happened
Karu's-
once.
That would be my 10 or 11. I don't know. I
Okay.
count.
I'm surprising we're only saying people that we know and not like celebrities or people
You
we
know-
wanna
I'm
hang out
not
with.
having like some celebrity in my house, bro. Get the fuck
Yeah, to be
out.
fair, right?
Maybe Gordon Ramsay. Maybe if he like makes me food.
True.
Maybe if it was, I might pick like
What's
the only
like,
thing I would consider is like a professional
Salmon.
chef.
Yeah.
what's the salmon? Thank you, Paistronomy. What is like the most like, if you had to like pick like the most dysfunctional like household like possible, like
Dysfunctional?
how could we achieve the most dysfunctional like 10 people?
Okay,
Yeah,
I know
all
how
the
I know how to do
questions.
this. I know how to do
Dog
this.
boy, gremlin, Joe,
No.
bro,
We
Brad.
list a list.
Oh my
I'm gonna
God,
list a
bro.
list. Me, Izzy, Gremlin, Joe Bro, Callow, Bismarck,
Oh, no.
Karu,
Oh,
Meru, the bandana Waddle Dee, and then throw Stevie in there for just no reason because I need a 10th person. Throw Stevie in there.
Oh wait, I feel like for this question, I was hoping you'd name like actual like well-known people. I was like,
Oh,
we just answered the
fun
question
fact.
again.
For viewers, for that list, I just listed off all my ops, all people I kind of don't like. Besides Stevie.
Wild.
I have no issue with Stevie.
Yeah.
What
this-
happens when
this
people
thing.
watch to like 1 hour point to this video and Dogboy is dissing them? What happens?
What happens?
Oh, we're already at the 1 hour point. Right now, we just hit it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like,
Hey,
to be
hey,
fair,
chat.
I'm going to
Hey,
share
chat.
this in the Cherry SMP. So if those people watch this and they're like, okay, to be fair, I don't have issues and I don't, no, it's not that I don't like those people. It's just that that specific combination of people would not be good.
I think so
Hey,
too.
chat. Oh crap.
No shit, no shit. But if you have one
No
more
shit,
person
no
and you
shit.
want a really dysfunctional, you throw in Comfy, and
Oh
see if
god.
see if their soul, see if their
Oh,
soul.
But
Oh,
I have
no,
no
bro.
issue. I have no
Don't do
issue.
that.
I have no issue with
No.
any of those people
no,
except Callow. Except you, Callow. I have an issue with you. Except you, Callow.
It's fine. I
Why
like
are
SP
you-
Comfy.
It's personal,
Solid.
Callow. It's very personal.
You guys are forgetting about you know
Bunny.
the goat. You guys are not even Bunny, but you guys are forgetting about SGB bros.
To be fair,
Yo.
for my list, I just listed people I all have at least one minor thing. Like I don't like
grievance.
one minor thing about them. I have no reason to hate SGB bro, whatever his name is. I have no reason.
No, there is no reason to hit SGB bros.
No
Yes.
reason.
Yeah,
Bro-
trust me, guys.
Bro chilled with me and bro chilled and watched anime with me. As far as I know, he's one of my homies. He chilled and watched anime with me.
Guys,
That's
okay, no more. I need to get my wish on the board.
Yes, get your three
Okay.
wishes.
Oh yeah,
Fine.
Peisty, what is your wishes?
Three. You get three. You have to be unique and you
Okay,
can't do repeats.
So number 3, I want wings. I want to be able to fly.
Okay,
Wish
that's
two.
kinda
I
fire.
want to be Veianami.
Wish number 2, I want to be able to fix any problem.
Lame.
That way, you know. Like
I
can
disagree with that one.
fix,
I disagree with that one, but fair enough.
That's lame.
I
Okay,
can
what's your
fix
third wish?
wars, you know.
Wait.
Like
What's your third
Ooh.
wish?
I can. Okay, my third wish. My final wish. My final wish.
Yeah.
Please.
To become Veianami?
Yep.
I would like to.
You're real for that.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to add something onto my wishes. The whole thing of being able to customize myself. That also extends to looking like fictional characters.
Well, duh. It's customization.
Yeah,
Wait a minute,
I just
actually,
want to
that
put
poses
that
a good
out there. I
question.
just want to put it out there.
Would you be in 3D or 2D?
I presume 3D.
You would be no, you would become a fourth dimensional being. That's a joke. You would be 3D. Obviously, Pi. Obviously.
Yeah, but what if the character was originally 2D?
If the characters. Your third wish is to become Rei Ayanami. Do you want to be 2D Rei Ayanami?
I mean, there's many different incarnations you have.
It's a
Goat,
simple yes or
villager,
no.
Villager
Yes or no?
Villager
Do you want to
Rei,
be 2D
who
Rei
doesn't know how
Ayanami?
to read a book.
Yes or no?
Me when you don't know how to read a book.
Yes or no?
Shoutouts to the 3D Rat Ayanami and Rebuild movie.
Yes or no, Pi?
Oh, baby. I love giant head.
Peisty loves
I love
Giant
giant
Ted.
head.
You heard it here first.
Yes or no? Say yes or no.
Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. I meant like.
Okay, we're moving
Giant
on.
head.
We're moving
Cut
on.
it in
What
half.
do you guys think? Do you guys think Pi would say yes or no?
We're like putting up this to the opinion of like us two.
Do you guys think Pi would say yes or no? I think Pi Pie's weird enough, Pie would say yes. But
Say
what do
yes
you
to
guys
what?
think? What do you guys think? Aphrodite, Panicotta, any thoughts on whether Pie would say yes or no?
Dog
I
boy,
would say
dog boy.
Yeah.
If I had one apple and
Oh no,
I gave you
math.
2 more, and then Peisty took 1, but then I doubled the amount that you had. Can you tell me what the atomic number of argon is in the periodic table?
isn't it like 48?
You're getting real close to being kicked off the podcast. We don't do math on this podcast.
It's
We
Dog
don't
boy,
do
like,
math on this podcast. What
Dog
about
boy, what's your favorite formula?
what's your favorite chemical formula,
my
dog boy?
favorite formula? Is the Far quadratic formula.
That's
Quadratic
a
formula.
The
That's a
far...
decent-
No,
that's a decent one.
It's the Far quadratic formula.
the fucking
Mine-
what?
mine-
now?
Farquaad from
Mine is
The Farquaad
spearmint rank.
Google it. Hi,
Uh,
Google it. You're the Google person. Google it. Post an image of the
Mine
Far
is
quadratic
the
formula. in chat.
spearmint rank. The spearmint rank formula.
And
What
for
is that?
any of
So,
the
what was
audio
that?
listeners, if you don't,
It basically tells you if there is a correlation between things.
okay, audio listeners,
Oh,
if you don't know what the Far quadratic formula is, Google it yourself.
Like,
Hi, we need you to post it. The Far quadratic. Yeah. Look in VC chat. That's the Far quadratic formula. The Far quadratic
This is
formula.
dumbest fucking thing I think I've seen all day.
It's the Far quadratic formula.
Actually, right? That does
Yeah.
remind me. Farquaad's been in my DMs lately, right? His gigantic chin has been poking his way through.
Why has Farquaad been in your DMs, Panicotta?
No, don't worry. I got all kinds of like just constant animated men in my DMs. Like definitely that happens a
That
lot.
says
No, I
more
meant it
about-
more as in-
that says a
I
lot.
meant
About, that says a lot
I
about
meant-
you.
I meant I meant it more as like a segue, I guess. A segue. You can call it a segue.
Segue into what?
So remember when I was like talking about York, right?
Yeah. The York.
Yeah,
old
well, yeah,
York.
I told you that I had a funny story to tell, right?
Tell us story.
And this has something to do with the
With Farquaad?
the
Okay,
yeah,
now I'm interested. Tell the story.
so right. Yesterday was the final day of the York trip. Day 2 of 2. Very short trip, I know. But me and my friends, at the time, we'd planned this out beforehand, but we were gonna go drinking because like York is actually
Is that why you were drunk yesterday?
yeah. So I was drunk yesterday because I was drinking. Yes, indeed.
Honestly, I think it's a shame we didn't do the podcast. I would love to get drunk Panicotta on the podcast.
Dog boy, I would have been fucking incoherent, and we would have had to delete the VOD. We are not doing
So
that.
we can get you drunk to the point where you're still coherent.
This isn't like Cold Ones, all right? This isn't the Cold Ones podcast. We're not like doing no drinking and doing a podcast at the same time.
Why not?
Because like if I'm the only one who's drunk, you're basically just recording me being drunk, and that's
We're
like
not
lame
gonna
as
do.
shit
We're
for
not
me.
gonna do when I turn 18, or when I turn 21. When I turn 21.
Dog boy, I'm already basically
we're
like
not.
schizophrenic.
We're not gonna
like,
do we're not gonna do the drunk cast. The drunk.
I'm my mind's in like 5 different places at once. I feel like I was seeing 5 different identities at one given time.
Okay,
anyway,
just tell your story.
Tell the story, right? Okay.
Yeah, Farquaad.
So like
Do not look
I
him
was
up Pie
drinking,
in VC chat.
was funny, was very very funny. Had a good time, right? Except I had to get the train back, right?
Yeah.
So for some
Oh.
godforsaken reason,
That's why
the
you.
last-
That's why you mentioned train in. Oh, you
That-
put that
no.
there. I thought that was Pyre put that there. You put that there.
yeah, no.
Shame on you.
So me and my one of my friends, we were looking at the train times, and apparently the train that we're gonna catch, which was the last train, got fucking cancelled like an hour before it was meant to set off.
Dang.
So we had about 25 minutes to run across half of York, grab all of our shit, and get to the train station, right?
Did you make it?
So, yeah, I did. I did make it, and then we honestly, in like some like one of my friends called it like. Do you guys know the movie Your Name?
No.
No. Oh,
No.
like
Well, I know my
no.
name.
No,
it's like a
Well,
fucking, like imagine a stereotypical like anime movie, but like not like based on any particular anime.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like a Ghibli thing, but like not made by Ghibli, and also not all
Oh,
like.
it's like if
It's,
Ghibli wasn't made
it's-
by Ghibli.
Yeah, I mean I won't go into the story of. I actually really like Silent Voice. To be fair, it's pretty good. It's a very good
I'm gonna
comfort
be
film for me.
real. Most Ghibli
not a
stuff
deaf
is
girl.
most Ghibli stuff is peak.
It's not Ghibli though.
Oh
Yeah,
well, still I own like 4 other movies.
yeah. I am I'm actually a pretty big Ghibli fan myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, my friend called it like a Your Name ass moment because like genuinely I was like fucking sprinting across all of York, getting my friend's shit that they left at the hotel room. Whilst fucking hammered, by the way. I'd have like I'd have like a Monster Energy and 7 shots like at this point.
7 shots of what?
Like fucking vodka.
Vodka.
I drink vodka. I drink vodka. Yeah.
Oh, so you're like a Fox level of drunk.
Yeah, Fox
And
on like
for-
13 ciders or however much he
For
drinks.
those of you who don't know, Fox is
Fox, I
our,
love you.
Fox is our good dear friend.
I love Fox.
Fox is known for showing
come home.
up to VCs incredibly wasted.
Please come home, Fox.
He,
Please.
I don't think I've ever been in a VC with him when he's sober.
Honestly, I don't think I have either.
Yeah, like
Could be
every
wrong,
time
though.
in a VC with
I
him,
have.
bro's always drunk.
Although
You're
it was the
crazy.
time where he was like, "To every time I die in Splatoon, I'm taking a shot."
And so for
Oh
the
my
very
God,
beginning,
bro.
for the very
So he
beginning,
wasn't
Is he dead?
sober. He
And
wasn't
so
sober
for-
for very long.
for the very
Yeah, I was about to
beginning,
say.
he was sober.
Wait, how many times did he die? And like,
First
I'm assuming he stopped taking shots at some point because like otherwise,
Did
bro would
he?
be dead.
No, Fox.
Well,
It
yeah,
wasn't
he
like-
has to.
Fox is the kind of person to
It
keep
was like-
going.
Oh yeah, but like,
Did he stop
maybe
at
he
some point?
should.
Did Fox stop, or did he just stop playing the game?
It wasn't like a shot alcohol that was really strong. Normal alcohol. That makes sense.
oh right, okay,
I see. I know nothing about
that makes sense.
alcohol.
I was about to say like,
Obviously,
so
me, an
we were just taking
underage
shots of
person,
Stella. That's
a
really funny.
17-year-old, knows 0 things about alcohol. I know 0 things. I don't know alcohol.
Damn.
Well, dog boy,
Dang.
shot alcohol is like really strong because you take it in small
I
doses.
see. Fox
Yeah.
is a coward. He should have taken shots.
Oh, you like mix that with like cocktails and stuff.
Fox is a coward. This is
Ah.
why Fox should have done for every death in Splatoon. I slammed back 18 shots.
Dog boy. Pi wants your attention, dog boy.
Yes, Pi. I notice you want my attention. We can't hear what
You
you're
good,
saying.
Feisty?
Audio
Are you good?
listener, anyone who's watching the podcast, if you're able to comment on it, tell
Podcast.
me what you think Pi is saying.
This podcast is certainly something, man. I haven't even got to the best part of the whole fucking thing, by the way.
Okay,
Right?
you should do that. You should do that.
Get into the best part of the whole thing, right? For some fucking reason, right? There was this guy behind me, and when I tell you, right, fucker sounded like Darth Vader. You better
What?
fucking believe me. He was breathing down my fucking neck for the entire fucking trip. It was an hour-long train ride, and the entire trip, it was just like this guy behind me sounded like he's speaking through a respirator, going.
Yeah? Was that the moment that made you hate trains?
No, that's the moment that I really questioned whether this guy was okay. I wanted to turn around, but then that felt like awkward.
I would
Like-
do it. I would turn around. And I'd be like, "Excuse me,
Yeah.
sir. Can I put you out of your misery?"
Yeah, like Joe Biden was actually behind me. I should have like just like
Joe-
Sir,
No,
give him a
no.
light
sir.
push.
It couldn't be Joe Biden, because bro has to be told when to breathe and stuff like that.
Bro was
so
like,
it wouldn't have been him.
to be clear, bro was like sat like, you know how like sometimes in trains you're sat like back to back with people, bro. It was like that. He was I was actually like he was like really
old timey restaurant sitting.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Well,
I get what you mean. I get what
yeah.
you mean.
Yeah.
Ben,
So like so heels are like it was like literally like down my neck, but like you could it basically felt like it, bro. It like sounded like it too. And I continued for the entirety of the goddamn trip. Bro would not let up at any goddamn point. Wackiest thing like to happen while I'm like drunk, just meeting fucking Darth Vader on the train.
Yeah,
Like, holy shit.
Panacotta, is the image probably put in BC chat? Was that you? Were you Shinji? Were you Shinji?
That wasn't was I Ray or was I Shinji? I mean the old guy was neither of those. He
Were
was
you
like the
Shinji?
fucking like.
The question is, were you Shinji?
To be fair, I was probably like more like Ray, like in that moment.
Oh,
I was like
that's interesting.
I was like doing shiggy wiggies, man. I was like
Shiggy
fucking like
wiggies.
yeah. I was like dancing.
Yeah,
But I was like, listen,
define a shiggy wiggy.
busted a groove, fucking like look like video watchers. Look at the way that the Chiquita like Ray is like schmoving right now. Look at that schmovement. That's kind of what I mean. The shiggy wiggy.
Schmoove.
Anyway, yeah, I really should not have drank that much in
Okay.
like a
No,
Thursday
I
amount of
think-
time.
I think it's time we should be. Okay. It's been fun, but we should wrap this
fellow
up,
hosts
and we
want
should
to
wrap this
leave.
up.
Mm-hmm.
But that's been fun.
Aphrodite has to
No.
leave, so
Yes.
But yeah,
No.
viewers, stay tuned for episode
So, do
2
we
whenever
want
that
to-
happens. I don't know when,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll see you. We'll find you. We know where you live.